What's good, New Mexico? What's good, New Mexico? Once again, this is your big homie from Desertland Radio, playing the hottest music today in the 505 to the 575 and across that Southwest. You guys are listening in to Desertland Radio, the hottest underground radio station in the 505 to the 575 and across that Southwest. Welcome to another edition of Flashback Friday, presenting Ernie Marquez from Mezcal. Now you're getting listening to El Grupo Mezcal. Now let's get into their mix.
Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Eran las 2, estabas tú. Yo estaba solo y te quería hablar, porque contigo yo quería estar. Te hablé otra vez, eran las 3. Ya no aguantaba esta soledad, porque contigo yo quería estar. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Eran las 2, estabas tú. Yo estaba solo y te quería hablar, porque contigo yo quería estar. Te hablé otra vez, eran las 3. Ya no aguantaba esta soledad, porque contigo yo quería estar. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Eran las 2, estabas tú. Yo estaba solo y te quería hablar, porque contigo yo quería estar. Te hablé otra vez, eran las 3. Ya no aguantaba esta soledad, porque contigo yo quería estar. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Yo te llamé por el teléfono, pero no te hallé. Señor, yo sé que yo no soy perfecto. Yo sé que te ofendí aquí y allá. Yo traigo las heridas en mi pecho y quiero que me ayudes a sanar. Ayúdame, perdóname. Yo traigo aquí conmigo lo que ha hecho, lo bueno y lo malo tú sabrás. Escoge de mi vida lo que quieras. Yo vengo humildemente a pagar. Ayúdame, perdóname, enséñame a llegar a tu lugar. Ayúdame, levántame, enséñame el camino de verdad. Ayúdame, perdóname, enséñame a llegar a tu lugar. Ayúdame, levántame, enséñame el camino de verdad. No hay suficiente de alcohol en este mundo, no hay suficiente de vino en esta vida. ¿Por qué Dolores ya no quiere ser mía? Voy a tener que beber mucha cerveza para que borre el pensamiento en la cabeza, hasta que vuelva conmigo mi Dolores. Voy a tener que beber mucha tequila, aunque no sepa yo nada de mi vida, porque Dolores ya no quiere ser mía. Yo sé que al fin voy a encontrar yo mi destino, estoy dependiendo en esta copa de vino para que mate el dolor de mi Dolores. Ya no me importa que diga toda la gente, porque no saben lo que traigo yo en la mente, sin las caricias y el amor de mi Dolores. Yo no lo dudo que me miren arrastrando por los linderos con el alma hecha pedazos, hasta que vuelva conmigo mi Dolores. Voy a tener que beber mucha cerveza para que borre el pensamiento en la cabeza, hasta que vuelva conmigo mi Dolores. Voy a tener que beber mucha tequila, aunque no sepa yo nada de mi vida, porque Dolores ya no quiere ser mía. mi lágrima, ni una que sabe a ti. Oportunidad de mostrar el amor por ti, que nunca jamás no te olvidarás de mí. No te olvidarás, no te olvidarás de mí. Siempre será lo que pido a Dios para mí. No te olvidarás, no te olvidarás de mí. No quiero volver a sufrir, no quiero apartar de ti. Verme llorar por ti, mi lágrima, ni una que sabe a ti. Oportunidad de mostrar el amor por ti, que nunca jamás no te olvidarás de mí. Yo quiero saber la ternura que sientes tú, esto que siento yo, te prometo que siento amor. Yo quiero saber la promesa en tu corazón, que nunca jamás no te olvidarás de mí. Si me miras llorar es de felicidad, de tener un amor como tú. Cuando te conocí, tú me hiciste reír y sentí puro amor para ti. Otro amor no vendrá y no quiero buscar. Desde el día en que te conocí, yo te voy a enseñar, pues amor, realidad, y jamás tendrás que sufrir. que a tu lado yo quiero vivir. Otro amor no vendrá ni no quiero buscar. Desde el día en que te conocí, yo te voy a enseñar, pues amor, realidad, y jamás tendrás que sufrir. Sabes que tú vives en mi mente, que no sabes que te llevo en mi corazón, pero tú regresas con otra gente y ahora vienes a contar de tu traición. Mira, 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 mira mi corazón. Mira, 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 es causa de tu traición. Mira, mira, mira mi corazón. Mira, 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 es causa de tu traición. Tú le dices a la gente, porque cambias cuando estoy presente, que no sabes de lo que tú mientes, todo lo que haces es muy diferente. Sabes que tú vives en mi mente, que no sabes que te llevo en mi corazón, pero tú regresas con otra gente y ahora vienes a contar de tu traición. Tú le dices a la gente, porque cambias cuando estoy presente, que no sabes de lo que tú mientes, todo lo que haces es muy diferente. Mira, 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 mira mi corazón. Mira, 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 es causa de tu traición. Mira, 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 mira mi corazón. Mira, 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 es causa de tu traición. no quiero que estés sola. Yo sé que él no te quiere, él tiene otras mujeres y a ti te deja sola. Lola, yo sé que es tu marido, pero él tiene otro nido, ya échalo al olvido. Lola, Lola, yo quiero estar contigo. Lola, yo sé que tú lo quieres, pero en este momento te sigo yo queriendo y no quiero que estés sola. Lola, permíteme un momento, permíteme un minuto, permíteme una hora. Lola, Lola, yo quiero estar contigo. Lola, yo sé que tú lo quieres, pero en este momento te sigo yo queriendo y no quiero que estés sola. Lola, permíteme un momento, permíteme un minuto, permíteme una hora. Lola, Lola, yo quiero estar contigo. Lola, Lola, yo quiero estar contigo.
What's good, everybody? Once again, this is your big homie from Desertland Radio coming to you live and direct off of the app. We're here with Ernie Marquez from Mezcal. How's it going?
It's going good there. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. Just here, want to say thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to do this interview. I know your busy schedule outside of Mezcal.
No problem, man. We always have time for radio interviews, especially new ones like yours right here. That's keeps on creating a spot for us to release and have people listen to our music in a different way, in a different source.
Yeah, and about this radio station, you get heard here in New Mexico and also worldwide. So it's not just here in New Mexico.
That's cool, man. I wish I knew how to talk in other languages.
Don't we all?
But you know what? Music is a what did they say? It's
A universal.
universal language, right? So
Yep.
if it moves you, uh, we're singing your language. That's what it is.
All right, man. So, what inspired you to get into music?
My dad and my mom. We lost them when we were real little, but they were the inspiration of why we got into the music. My
Huh?
dad used to play the guitar in the kitchen all the time, and that inspired us.
So, how long have you been creating music?
Well, as far as creating music, I'd say myself, I've been on stage since I was 13, so probably like 47 years ago.
Dang.
Yeah. It doesn't, not just with mezcal. This is
Yeah.
mezcal has only been together for about 30 some years. But I was playing with other bands beforehand, and yeah, I started real early. I started playing guitar when I was 6 years old. That's when I first picked up the first guitar, or at least the first couple of chords that I started strumming on the guitar. Then, and then kind of enjoyed it. And there was three of us, two older brothers that were competing with the same guitar, with this one single guitar. So one would play it, then the other. So we kind of made good use of our time when we did have our guitar in our hands. So it moved along pretty quick, and also actually I got inspired with my older brothers too, because they were pretty musical. Actually, two of my brothers are in the band Mezcal along with me. One of them is a younger brother, which is he didn't get into the mezcal scene until after we were established. But my older brother, Leo, that we got started up since we were little. He never joined a band or anything, but he plays guitar too at home along with us.
Oh, wow. Um, let us. Where did Miss God come from, or how did you come up with that?
Well, it was a couple of families. Was a Marquez family and the Lucero family, both from Desmontes. It was two set of brothers, me and Archie Marquez, and there was a couple of other guys, Luceros, or brothers also, and one of them came up with it. We all set out to go find a name. We used to form the band. Now we need a name, so we all set out to find a name, and one of them came up with it, and we recorded 45, which we did two songs, one on each side of the 45 album. I mean, it was an LP.
Yeah,
It was,
yeah,
yeah,
the,
vinyl.
the vinyls.
Yeah, vinyls. Yeah, a long time ago. And then after that, we recorded a full CD. I mean, a full. It was back then. It was a cassette. Um, but it's called an album anyway. And we also made it into an album. And then, you know, that's how it came up with. One of the guys came up with it. We liked it. He came up and said,
Well, I know you guys are pretty popular along with Darren and the Blue Ventures. And, I want to say thank you for allowing us to play your guys' music here on Desert Land.
"Well, actually, it's the other way around. Thank you for having an outlet to play our music. We'd like to thank you
Oh,
for supplying a outlet for it. Especially for worldwide, where people can listen to it in other countries and online. You can go or do anything, I guess.
yeah, pretty much everything
Yeah.
online. Uh, what personal advice would you give those artists that are beginning out in their music career?
Well, if they have, if they have time in their hands, there's not really much of a hurry. It's the ones that don't have time in their hands that need to like do it when they're young and before they establish a life, because it takes a lot of time to get it going. But once you get it going, you can do other things, and then resort to it as a second or even a first job. But if you try and do it after you already have like a family established, or it takes a lot of time to get it started, so you're going to be taking a lot of time from family time, or or work time, when you're doing something that's already established. So I recommend, getting started when you're young, like in school, and you have a lot after you do your homework and stuff. You can, start grab the guitar, and or when you're in college, you're in dorms or whatever, you have a lot of free time during the times when you're not in class, and that's a good time to, catch up on the practice time.
Also, good advice right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Um, excuse me. How do you stay in contact with your fans?
Well, it was hard at first because being that we write our own music, people didn't really know or were familiar with the mezcal songs or music. Um, it was a challenge because we're like we felt like not normal. To us, it's normal because we write our own music, but everybody else, it's easy to record anybody else's song and get on the air, and and people, even including DJs, believe it or not, they like to play songs that are known to already proven themselves as a good song, rather than sampling with a brand new song that nobody knows if it's going to do good or not. So competing with songs that are already done and already proven themselves as being good songs, it's hard to compete with that. But once we established uh, a fan base, they're waiting for us now. Now they're waiting to see what we're going to put up next or whatever. It takes a long time. I mean, we take longer than normal. I th- I think we take longer than normal. We should be putting out like every 2 3 years, but right now it's already been since 2011, and we just started. Got back into the practice room last week, so we're going to start. Putting one together now, another CD. But um, the radio and venues like yours right here are the ones that we rely on, are getting our stuff out there, and then we're relying a lot on the fan base that we've already established to be waiting for what we're going to do next and listening to what's coming up.
Hmm. So, are you gonna try do like a fan page for Miss God so you can keep your fans up to date more on social media?
We should be on top of all that stuff already, but we've been at it for so long that it's hard to stay on top of all that stuff. We're gonna have to like hire people that are whizzes on computers and stuff like that, because we're not. We're old school. We're
Yeah.
old school. Like I said, I've been on 43 years ago. That's when I started playing on stage. We used to carry our equipment in a car. Now we have trucks and trucks full of. I mean, it's hard to stay on top of all the new technology, but it's a lot easier now. It seems like it to reach people, but having the knowledge to use all these instruments to get your products out there is a little bit.
It's a little harder.
Yeah, it's a little harder for me because I'm not that savvy on the computer and all that stuff. And
You just know your basics.
yeah, all I know is how to sing, and that's it. and sometimes not even.
Do you have any upcoming shows or events you're involved with right now?
Well, the only ones that we have lined up right now are probably like the Mother's Day event that's coming up here in Taos, New Mexico. I think it's, I don't know, it's just like there's probably been like a 20 years already on that. Or what is it, like 18 years already of the
Something like
Mother's Day?
that.
So we were involved with it last year. We were involved since day one, since year one, on the first annual, second, third, fourth, fifth, so on, for a while. And then after that, I kind of, didn't participate in it. But now the last year we were involved with it, and this year we're going to be headlining.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
And those are always big events that are at the Mother Days.
it's fun because you get to perform to your originals and your music to a lot of people, that a lot of fans. To us, they're not just people anymore. To us, it's fans. It's the fans that come to see you, and that's the most important part of those shows is, you get to see your fans, the ones that buy the CDs, the ones that are listening to your radio station right here, the ones that are, you know, spending money on your music. Get to see their faces and their excitement when they start gathering up. You see them all coming up from everywhere, coming with their chairs and their coolers and stuff to come and watch you play. It's a thrill.
Yeah, I've been to those shows and they're actually, pretty cool to go check them out. Um, you were saying your guys are gonna come up with an album. Can you tell me a little something about it?
Actually, I can't. I really can't because like I said, we started last week. I mean, we've had. I mean, of course, it's songs that we've written that throughout the last few years. But the reason I really can't get too much into what it's going to be like is because whatever we bring to the practice room is not really the final product.
Uh-huh.
Because the final product is when we walk out of the studio with our master. That's the final product. So if I was to say this is going to have this and that, and then we change our minds, and then it's not, then I'd be not being accurate with that.
Where can your fans buy your music or your merchandise?
Well, our music is in most of the record stores in New Mexico. We are in cdbaby.com, and like I said, we need to establish a fan base and place where they can order stuff through online, stuff like that. And I think that this time around we're also going to be putting it on online too, where they can buy just one song or
one song at a time,
like the MP3s or whatever they call them now. It's
like on iTunes or something.
iTunes or something like that. We're gonna have to get into all that other stuff.
All right. Can they contact you personally if
Of
they want
course.
to buy a CD?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, you can contact me. My name is Ernie Marquez, and I live in Des Montes, and my mailing address is 444 Hondo Seco Road, El Prado, New Mexico 87529. That's my address, and you can also call me on my own cell number, which is 575-751-6070. And that would be to either get merchandise or even book us. We travel. We've traveled the last 25 years. We've been traveling, out of state a lot. Anywhere.
Are you up for collaborating with other artists?
Sure, of course. Yeah, that's always, it's always a thrill. It's a thrill, and it's always, even like jamming with other artists is a learning experience. That's how I look at it. I like to look at a positive side of things. There's nobody better than nobody else. And if there's some that want to learn something also, and want to learn how to, how we've been writing our music or how I've been writing my music, I surely have shared that with other people, and like I said, I look forward to learning something from other people myself, because there's always room for good knowledge and good experience.
All right, that's a good one. Do you consider your musical influential?
Oh yes, yes it is. This year I attended the New Mexico Hispano Music Awards. I try to attend every year anyway, because you know what, we're in the music scene, and that's when all the musicians come together, and it's fun to see everybody out there. It's fun to see the new ones coming up, the ones that are writing their own stuff now.
Yeah.
When a long time ago it was just like, for the past, we have 9 CDs, and we've written over 100 songs, and I think that we have, to a certain percentage, inspired people to start writing their own songs now.
Yeah.
So I've noticed that, and then I've talked to a few other people, and like there was a gentleman, Mr. Dwayne Ortega. He won the male vocalist of the year, and I walked over to congratulate him, and he told me, you know what? He said, Ernie, thank you very much for all the inspiration. I look up to you guys, you musicians that have been out around. And he was just humbled by it, and he did good. I think Dwayne is doing really good with his music and stuff like that. It inspires, other musicians, and inspires me too. Like I said, even referring back to that last question that you asked me, is I get also inspiration from people that are coming
Yeah.
up, and it's fulfilling.
Oh, I bet. Um, how do you think you're different from other artists?
Um, not not really. It depends on what do you mean by other artists. We play New Mexico music is what we describe our music as nowadays. When we first got started, we going. I used to visit a lot of radio stations, and that's one of the main questions that they would ask me is, how do you describe your music? What kind of music do you play? It's not Tex-Mex. It's not norteño. It's not. Well, all I would say, well, our music is New Mex music, and it's come a long way. New Mex music is making its mark nowadays. We have a lot of functions happening labeled as New Mex music, and it's starting to establish a good. But as far as in that group of New Mex music, we're not that much different. The only difference is that is we write all our music. Our music is totally original, which is not to say that I'll never record a cover tune from somebody else or
Yeah,
whatever, but I think we've already established that El Grupo Mezcal is totally original on so far.
yeah.
We're totally. That's probably the only difference, because New Mexico music is New Mexico music. Um, it's got its own style.
Yeah, you could say that one again.
Yeah.
Um, so now you're just talking about you writing your own music. Do you rate your music based on the experiences you had?
Yeah. hmm Yes, we do. Um, it's sometimes not really that much intentional, but it happens to boil down to it anyway.
Yeah,
Because it's. I mean, what else are we gonna write about? I mean, I've written songs that okay, this could have happened over there, or this could have happened over there. Okay, but then again, like I said, you bring that to the practice room, but when you come out of the studio, it's totally different. It winds up being something that I experienced or somebody experienced along the way in their lives or whatever. So it's in daily experiences and life's experiences. Absolutely, yeah.
Hmm. Okay. This is a good question. Here in New Mexico, it could be hard for our local artists to get support from the community. What advice can you give those artists that get discouraged while trying to make a name for themselves in their home state?
Well, you first of all you have to. What I do or what I did was, I always have faith in God. I'm a Catholic and a Christian. I believe in God, and He carries us through a lot of things. Um, it's not going to happen overnight. Um, be involved with the community. Help out. There's people that need help. There's people that are looking for places to have a benefit for their families or a loved one or an accident or whatever. You can always have get involved in benefits or help the community in having fundraisers for scholarships or fundraiser for the elementary school or whatever it is, the bazaars, the parish bazaar, the anything that you can you know get involved in. Put your name out there and have faith and do a lot of practice at home. You can't just show up and 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 if you're not prepared, that's if you're prepared, it's gonna make you look good. If you're prepared, it's gonna make you look good, and also be in time. Never, try not to be late, try not to be rude to people, be nice to everybody. Um, um, Go sober. Don't go out there all messed up or whatever, because that doesn't look good. And just present a good plan for yourself, and everybody else will see it.
That's a good advice.
Yeah.
Um, I know this ain't one of the questions, but I ask this to all of my artists that I interview. For Desertland Radio, opening the doors for all the local hip hop, rap, and also our local Spanish artists. How does that make you feel?
Well, I was pretty happy when since day one that you brought it to my attention, especially that this is a different method of, or shall I say, more advanced method of getting the music out there for other listeners, which are not the same listeners. It's other listeners that are even out of the country. So it was it it is, I liked it.
Yeah, like I was saying, we do have listeners from all over the world. We have one from Germany that listens to our radio station weeks and weeks and weeks, and turns off and then comes back again. We have from Saudi Arabia, just different countries that I never even heard of.
Yeah,
I'll pop up the server and I'll tell you what country and how long they've been listening.
wow.
So yeah, but like I want to say, I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to come here to do the interview with Desertland Radio, and hope to get more music from you guys and keep playing you.
Well, thank you. Actually, thank you. Thanks, Desertland Radio, for providing an outlet for our music to be heard in different places, different countries, different states. Uh, all I, would recommend is that log down my name and my number, and if whatever you play our music, just tell the people this is how you can reach them. This is how you can buy their music. And that's the idea, is to help each other, is to if they can have a place to order our music, then the whole circle is completed.
Yeah. Is there anything that you want to say to your fans out there on Facebook, Instagram, or even on the YouTube page when I put this on there?
I just want to say thank you to all the fans. The fans have always been number one for me and El Grupo Mezcal. We've been at it for many years. We appreciate your loyalty to El Grupo Mezcal, and also not only to Grupo Mezcal, your loyalty to all the New Mix artists. Thank you very much, and God bless you, and peace be with you.
All right, Ernie, I want to say thank you, and that's it, buddy.
Alrighty, man. Thanks a lot.
Con esta canción se va a acabar este dolor en mi corazón, porque dejaste tú de amar en esta canción. Yo sé que tengo que aceptar esta realidad, nuestro amor ya terminó. La primera vez que te entregué mi corazón, lo aceptaste tú, lleno de amor y de calor. No sabía yo que pronto ibas a cambiar ya mi corazón. lo ibas a quebrar. Por voluntad, el tiempo pronto pasará y se va a calmar el sufrimiento que vendrá en esta canción. Yo te lo juro que jamás voy a permitir que me vuelvas a engañar. Con esta canción se va a acabar este dolor en mi corazón, porque dejaste tú de amar en esta canción. Yo sé que tengo que aceptar esta realidad, nuestro amor ya terminó. voy a ser loco cuando pienso de ti, que en mis brazos estabas cerquita de mí. Me voy a hacer loco cuando sueño de ti, cuando estabas conmigo te mirabas feliz. Ay, qué sueño tan bueno, admirarnos los dos, que sin duda ninguna nos casamos por Dios. Siempre estábamos juntos, contentos los dos, y antes que despertara me dijiste adiós. Ay, qué sueño tan triste cuando ya desperté. Ya no estabas conmigo cuando yo recordé. No sé lo que pasa conmigo, yo sigo queriéndote tanto. Yo no sé lo que pasa contigo, y ya no me quieres y que me hace daño. Yo no sé lo que pasa conmigo, yo sigo soñándote tanto. Yo no sé lo que pasa contigo, que destruyes mi sueño y me echas al olvido. En un tiempo fuimos muy felices, en un tiempo fuimos muy unidos, pero algo pasó entre nosotros y ahora me siento tan solo y perdido. Será lo que pasó contigo. En un tiempo tú me amabas mucho. ¿Qué cambie el destino, que ahora no quieres tú nada conmigo. En un tiempo fuimos muy felices, en un tiempo fuimos muy unidos, pero algo pasó entre nosotros y ahora me siento tan solo y perdido. Voy a ser loco cuando pienso de ti, que en mis brazos estabas cerquita de mí. Me voy a hacer loco cuando sueño de ti, cuando estabas conmigo, te mirabas feliz. Ay, qué sueño tan bueno, admirarnos los dos, que sin duda ninguna nos casamos por Dios. Siempre estábamos juntos, contentos los dos, y antes que despertara me dijiste adiós. Qué sueño tan triste cuando ya desperté, ya no estabas conmigo cuando yo recordé. Qué es lo que traes en la mente. Yo sé que algo te está molestando. Si por algo te Te lo pido que tú me lo digas, lo que piensas o qué es lo que sientes. Dime qué es lo que traes en la mente. Esa boca me dice te quiero y tus ojos que me están mirando y esos labios de rosa en color, te los beso de hora hasta cuando y a mis brazos te están esperando. Dime qué es lo que traes en la mente, ¿por qué te miras tan preocupada, vida mía? ¿Por qué te miras que no sabes ni qué hacer? Te lo pido que me digas, vida mía. Dime qué es lo que traes en la mente. Esa boca me dice te quiero y tus ojos que me están mirando y esos labios de rosa en color, te los beso de hora hasta cuando y a mis brazos te están esperando. ¿Qué es lo que traes en la mente? ¿Por qué te miras tan preocupada, vida mía? ¿Por qué te miras que no sabes ni qué hacer? Te lo pido que me digas, vida mía. Dime qué es lo que traes en la mente. Vida, quiero decirle que le agradezco por mi salud. Quiero decirle que le agradezco. Él me dijo, haz tu diligencia y yo te ayudaré. Por eso yo canto, por eso yo rezo, porque tengo mucha fe. Yo le rezo a mi Diosito que me ayude en esta vida. Y le rezo de cada día. Él me dijo, haz tu diligencia y yo te ayudaré. Por eso yo canto, por eso yo rezo, porque tengo mucha fe. Por mi familia quiero decirle que le agradezco. Por mis amigos quiero decirle que le agradezco. Él me dijo, haz la diligencia y yo te ayudaré. Por eso yo canto, por eso yo rezo, porque tengo mucha fe. Yo le rezo a mi Diosito que me ayude en esta vida. Y le rezo y le pido por el pan de cada día. Él me dijo, haz tu diligencia y yo te ayudaré. Por eso yo canto, por eso yo rezo, porque tengo mucha fe. Bueno, bye, bueno, bye, ya sigue tu camino. Bueno, bye, te deseo lo mejor. Bueno, bye, ya terminó nuestro cariño. Ya lo que pasó es por lo mejor.
What's good, everybody? Once again, this is your big homie from Desertland Radio. That was Ernie Marquez from Mezcal. Well, that wraps up another edition of Flashback Friday. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Desertland Radio, the hottest underground radio station in the 505 to the 575 and across that Southwest, baby. First off, I want to thank Ernie Marquez and the rest of Miss God. Thank you guys for allowing us to play your guys' music. Thank you. It means a lot. Uh, Make sure you tune in every Friday to catch your favorite artist getting interviewed along with their music playing. Once again, this is your big homie from Desertland Radio playing the hottest music today in the 505 to the 575 and across that Southwest, baby. Once again, this was Flashback Friday with Ernie Marcus and Miss God. Bueno, bye!